Good morning, students. Now I am going to teach you your first lesson of geography, the planet Earth and the solar system. In this lesson, we are going to teach about the place of the Earth. What is the ancient theory of the Earth related with the solar system? When we see the ancient time, what we have seen that long ago, it was believed that the Earth was the center of the universe. What was the theory? The Earth was the center of the universe. You see, suppose that this is the Earth, and that time this is the Earth, and that time people believed that the Earth is the center. This Earth is the center, and around this Earth, moon and the stars revolve around Earth, and the other celestial bodies like the sun, moon and stars are revolved around the Earth. What was the ancient theory? The ancient theory was that the Earth is in the center and the other celestial bodies like sun, moon and stars are revolving around the Earth. And you know, it was the accepted. For the century, this theory was accepted as true. Means the people of that time, they believed that it was the true theory, that the Earth is in the center and the other celestial bodies is revolving around this. For centuries, this theory was Aristotle, a Greek philosopher, even gave this theory a written form. Aristotle, you have already known this name. He was a great philosopher. Even he gave this theory a written form. It was sometime in the 16th century. What was that time when this theory was accepted? That time was the 16th century. That a Polish astronomer, I think you guess who was he. He was the Nicholas Copernicus. Who lived in Germany. Where the Nicholas Copernicus lived? He who lived in Germany proved this theory wrong. What he proved? That this theory, the theory that the Earth is in the center and other the celestial bodies is revolving around the Earth is totally wrong. Who proved this theory wrong? Yes. In 16th century, Nicholas Copernicus proved that this theory was wrong. Some year later, but he says that this theory is wrong, but he didn't invent or discover anything to prove that it is the wrong theory. Then, some year later, Galileo Galilei, an Italian astronomer, also insisted that the sun was the center of the universe. Now, what a new theory came? The new theory given by the Nicholas Copernicus and Galileo Galilei that the sun is in the center. What he has given the theory? That sun is in the center of the universe. He has used a refracting telescope. For prove this theory, the Galileo Galilei used a telescope. Which kind of telescope? Refracting telescope, to study the universe and prove the Earth-centered theory is wrong. And he used a telescope and showed the actuality and proved that the Earth-centered theory. Which theory? Earth-centered. This theory is known as the Earth-centered theory, which is given by the Aristotle, is totally wrong. The another theory is that the sun is in the center of the universe, came in the future. Today we all know that the Earth is a part of the solar system, and today it is proved, it is scientifically proved that the Earth is a part of the solar system. Earth is only a small part of the solar system with the sun at its center. And what is in the center? The Earth-centered theory is wrong. And which celestial body come in the center? Yes, sun is come in the center and Earth is only a small part of the solar system. Now celestial body. All objects that we see in the sky. So what is celestial body? All objects that we see in the sky are called heavenly bodies or celestial bodies. They include the stars. In celestial bodies, what we include? Stars. Whatever we see in the night sky, like the stars, sun, planets, even the meteoroids, asteroids, all these things are known. Satellites, comet, meteors, asteroid, all these are known as a system. This it is also called a heavenly body or celestial body, which are the part of universe or the part of solar system is known as the celestial body or heavenly body. The word celestial is derived from Latin word celestis, which means sky. This celestial word is coming from where? This celestial word is coming from the Latin word. It means the celestis, which means sky, means the object which we have seen in the sky are known as the heavenly body or the celestial body. I think you understood it. Is it clear? The earth-centered story and celestial bodies are now our universe. It is believed that 4,600 million years ago, stars and planets were formed from a giant cloud. Giant cloud theory, I think I have already explained in class 5 and I have already narrated as a story. Formed from a giant cloud of the gases and tiny dust particles called nebula. What is nebula? Nebula is a Latin word. What is nebula? Nebula is a Latin word meaning cloud or gas. What is the meaning of nebula? Nebula means cloud of dust. Nebula means cloud of dust. Gas and dust. This nebula was spinning. Spinning means this nebula was spinning, like it is always spinning or moving in a certain direction, and had its own gravity, means its nebula is not directed by the other's object gravity, but the nebula has their own gravity. Fragments of the nebula were attracted to each other and collided at great speed. The fragment means the particles of the nebula were attracted. Means suppose that the nebula were attracted with each other, and when they were attracted to each other, they were collided at the great speed. This collision caused the release of gases such as hydrogen and helium. When they struck or they collide with each other, a great energy will be released. A great energy will be released in the form of gases. Which gases are they? Such as hydrogen and helium. Which gases are they? They are the hydrogen and helium, which gave out enormous amount of heat. These gases, you know, hydrogen and helium has the enormous amount of heat, and thus the universe, including its stars, planet, galaxy and other bodies within, was created. And with this great energy, including its star, planet, galaxy and other bodies within was created. All these things were created by these particles of nebula. When they collided with each other, they released a enormous power of the energy. Enormous power of energy. You can't think that it was the just multiple of when an atom bomb was burst. जब एक एटम बम ब्रस्ट करता और जितना एनर्जी रिलीज करता उससे करोड़ों करोड़ गुना ज़्यादा जब नेबुला के पार्टिकल्स कोलाइड किए, when they collide with each other and they release the amount of energy, and through that energy with the which gases were released? Hydrogen and helium, and they created what? They created the celestial bodies, including the stars, planet, galaxies and other bodies within. The explosion was so powerful that some matter is still spinning away from it, and it was so powerful, it was so great that nowadays Till nowadays, all the objects are spinning from that power. Did you know the sun is a star? I am telling about the sun. You know the sun is a star. It is a medium-sized star. Why I am telling medium-sized star? You are watching the stars are very tiny in the sky. But you know, they are so big from the sun. They are looking from the small because they are very far away from us, and we know the theory of the distance. The objects which are very far from us, they are looking very small, and our sun is looking so big, but it is a medium-sized star because it is the nearest to us. There are many stars which are bigger than the suns. Since these bigger stars are far away from the earth, they appear smaller than the sun. The sun is nearer to our earth and hence appear bigger than the others. Okay boys, thank you.